We are live, ladies and gentlemen. How are you bloody legends going? How are you all going? Absolutely love what's going on. We're live. We're ready to go. Ready to dominate. How are you legends? Let me know how you are all going. Good to see plenty of people in the chat already having a laugh. How are you all going? And welcome. Welcome to Ready Bang, the #1 live stream in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler. And as always, my co-host comes in here because I am the 2019 Melbourne Cup left arm, 80 to 95 kilos amateur, third place getter, the most sought after trophy in the arm wrestling world. How are you all going? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for sticking around. Plenty of people in the chat, which is unbelievable. And of course, I'll ask once and I'll probably ask a million times throughout the show. Let me know where you're from. Let me know from wherever around the world. Seen a lot of my regulars in there. While you let me know, of course, Patreon, 50 cents a week. You find more cleaning your car, 50 cents a week. I've got some legends there, always helping out the Aussie Arm Wrestler. Really do appreciate 17 absolute superstars, but I do appreciate everyone that comes on each and every week and supports the channel because there is so much to talk about in the arm wrestling world, of course. And we're going to talk about the big boxing match that is coming up in less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. Unbelievable stuff. Get excited. The Aussie Arm Wrestler is always excited about what is going on there. What have we got in the chat? A lot of people. Got some Sweden, Mildura. It's all happening. What's up, everybody? Canada in the house. I love you all. It's all happening. It's really good. And let's just go bang straight into it. I mean, this is the talk of the town. I mean, every single channel's whipped out a little video, which is great. And I'm glad they're all getting the views and subs and everything. It is fantastic. The big boxing match is happening, and it's, you know, we've seen the trash talk, we've seen the weigh-ins, we've seen every little bit. Now, as a community, we are ready for these two big bags of potatoes to start throwing spuds at each other. It's going to be stuff. I've got a poll in the chat. Let me know who you think is winning. Of course, Devon is going to get the majority of the votes in the polls that I'm doing, whether it's here in the chat or on Instagram, because I'm asking an arm wrestling community if an arm wrestler is going to beat a strong man in the fight. But did anyone see the weigh-ins? Thor is looking schmick. I tell ya, he looks chiseled from concrete. Looks unbelievable. It's just going to be, it's going to be unbelievable. He just looks fantastic. You know, you could wash your clothes on his abs. He's just unreal. Good to see everyone in the chat. It's all happening. I love it. I love it all. Thanks for everyone stopping by and watching the Aussie Arm Wrestler. What do we think of Devon's trash talk this way? Was it a bit low-key? What did we think? Was it a bit, you know, he's usually really good at the mind games. Where does this one lie in his lead up to it? I mean, he trained and he worked his ass off, went absolutely nuts and flew to Dubai and had the, you know, and trained at the best gyms you can train at. But where are we sitting now on the fence? Are we thinking Devon is going to win? We think that he's, you know, taking some muscle relaxers and he can finally reach his arm out and get a couple of jabs in there? Or do we think Thor is just bringing those big hammers and going bang? I mean, according to the stake bet, it is heavily involved and heavily favoured towards Thor. I believe if Devon lasts 3 of the 6 rounds, if he gets through the first 3 rounds, then bang, then you win your stake bet money. Has anyone staked on this match? Evening, morning, everyone, a few ready bangs happening. Joe the Hammer Valentine, What is Supermatch repping the Aussie Arm Wrestler t-shirt? Make sure I get some of those videos there, Joe the Hammer, because you're dropping hammers on everyone and going bang and winning yourself a super match. Good work to you. And we're going to talk about some super matches and some tournaments going on all around the world a bit later on. It's all happening. Just having a quick look at some of the chats, which is amazing. Yeah, I keep calling it stake bet. What is it? Stake Kings, and you have a bet on it. We call it having a punt here in Australia. Not a stake, but it's called Stake Kings. But we call it having a punt. Have you had a punt on Thor versus Devon? Does Devon stand a chance? I've been talking to some boxing enthusiasts, and they say he stands a chance. But yeah, everyone bangs on a bit that Thor is like a legitimate fighter. He's had, 2 or 3 matches, and he's been training for a very long time. It is a different beast. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Two things don't surprise. It would not surprise me at all if Thor just comes in and drops the hammer, bang, and just puts one on the button. Everyone in the chat going nuts. Criggy in the chat quickly. Swedish Arm Wrestling Television. Criggy's great. Congratulations, mate. You've just hit 9,000 subscribers. I'm a big fan, and we chat a lot privately. So really, really happy for your success, my man. And just happy for everyone else in the arm wrestling community, whether your channel's at 5 subs, 10,000 subs, whatever. I'm loving everyone's channel growing. If mine doesn't grow, that's fine. I enjoy the legends that I'm having a chat with now. John Bailey, how much power will an Aussie arm... if you wear an Aussie arm wrestler shirt and you go into a super match or a tournament, minimum 20%. Minimum. Balls will be tingling, and once you put that shirt on, it's like jumping into a phone booth and then sure, Superman comes out. You will get that instant ready bang feeling, and you know you are going to rip someone's arms off. I am all over this Thor versus Larry match. And of course, the Aussie arm wrestler is going to be doing a watch party. Just trying to come into it now, whether I start at the first fight or just come on an hour before the Devon fight. But I do love commentating. It starts at 1 a.m. here in Melbourne, Australia, and I don't think Devon's fight is till 6 o'clock a.m. So 5 hours of commentating boxing. I love it. I can't help myself. I'm a sucker for punishment. Mrs. Aussie arm wrestler just sometimes shakes her head and go, why are you doing all-nighters for this? But I do it for you guys. I do it because I love just getting there and having a chat, but it's all going. If you're from Brisbane, it adds 22% gains. I'm just saying minimum 20%. Sometimes you can put the shirt on and it's 50, 60%. I've seen more super matches won than lost in my shirt. I've only seen, I think it's about 7-2. Now, once I see Joe the Hammer Valentine's, it'll be 8-2. I think I've only seen 2 super matches lost in the Aussie arm wrestler shirt. I'm telling you, it is happening. But going back to this one, now the rules are set for this one. Now it's claiming it's not an exhibition fight, so it's going on their professional records in case that they want to move forward and get other chats, because that's where Thor's going. He still wants to fight Eddie Hall when Eddie Hall recovers from injury and things like that. So 6 rounds of 3 minutes, which for a non-boxer is an eternity. It's like running a marathon. You think 3 minutes is not much, but it is exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. 12-ounce gloves, no headgear. Yeah, 12 ounces. Yeah, you wouldn't want to go any heavier than that. Could cause damage. Knockouts are allowed. So that means, with no headgear, that means you're allowed to hit in the face. And yeah, they go the 10-point system. So yeah, so the rules are pretty standard for this one. I will hate if they just fluff around the ring. Because lately, now I'm not saying it's going to happen in this fight, but lately we have seen an absolute debacle, an absolute shitstorm when it comes to the boxing world. Now, boxing used to be almost the number one sport in the world. When Muhammad Ali was floating around, when Mike Tyson was knocking teeth out, Lennox Lewis doing his damage. Boxing was such a respected sport. Now, it's a battle, they've really taken the celebrity boxing and heightened it with that YouTuber that looks like Matt Mask going around trying to fight former UFC people that are out of shape. And not fighting anymore. It's all becoming of which celebrity. Like Floyd Mayweather's come in and gone a few rounds, got his $10 million and not hurt anyone. So I'm just hoping this is a legit boxing match. Now, looking at the way Thor's preparing, it'll be interesting because Thor's a big dude. But will he do the wrong thing and absolutely just go for the kill and pretend he's in Game of Thrones or something like that? I know Devon's going to do the entertainment side of it and showboat a bit. That's how I feel the first round's going to go. They're going to dance around. They're going to fill each other out. So it'll be interesting to see if Thor comes in. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me, ladies and gentlemen, if the promoters have just quickly gone to him and gone, fellas, there's a lot of money invested in this. Let's give them at least 2 rounds and then knock each other's out. Where do you reckon this will go? Everyone in the chat, let me know in the comments. Where do you think this fight will go? Is it a 1-rounder, 2-rounder, 3-rounder? Is it going the distance? He's going for speed. Where do you think this match will end up going? It's very interesting, and when I go live tomorrow for the matches, I'll give my round by round breakdown of how I think this one's going to go. It's going to be. I just hope, 1, I hope it's entertaining, and 2, I hope it's not fake. That's all. I wouldn't mind a few swings going about, people ducking and weaving, getting in there, but I just don't want people like, I hate it when you can watch a match and it's fixed and they're, worried about their reputations and they're holding it in there. So it'll be interesting. What have we got? Yeah, reality TV versus boxing. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, the chat's going wide. How many people have voted so far? Let's have a look at the poll in the chat. Okay, 68% say Devon, 32% say Thor. Very, very interesting. That's awesome. My favourite boxing fight of all time. Mine is Marco Antonio Barrera versus Eric Morales. My favourite boxing match of all time comes from an unknown fighter, and his name is Ryan Ward. Now, if you don't know Ryan Ward, that is fine, because that's the Aussie arm wrestler's brother. And when he was living in England, I just moved back from England. When he was living in England, as I've mentioned in previous podcasts, he is the fighter of the family. He's more in the jiu-jitsu side of things now. But he had a match, and it is entertaining as hell. If I can find the old clip, I'll chuck it on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's such an entertaining fight. I remember waking up early in the morning and we're rigging each other like, I can smash it. And he ended up winning that fight. So that's probably my favourite boxing match of all time. I get a bit sentimental when it comes to the family. But yeah, when it comes to a professional fight, I've watched so many over the years, it's hard to come out with just one match. It's hard to come out with just one, so I'm not too sure. What do you guys think of these rules? Do you think 6 rounds is enough? Do you think it's long enough? Short enough? I believe it's a 9 matches on the card. There's a CrossFit battle, as in 2 CrossFitters going in. Is that the way the sport's going? Now, I hope arm wrestling can build up. Now, we need the rub of the celebrities. Where, there's no ifs or buts about it when it comes to the arm wrestling world. We need that celebrity rub. We need Thor to come arm wrestle. Larry Wheels, Eddie Hall. We need them. But I just don't want it to become, you know, the more well-known YouTubers having an arm wrestle over. You know, we had Juju Mufu on WAL, and we do need that. We do need that. But I hope arm wrestling doesn't rely on that, what boxing is doing now. It's very disappointing because boxing used to be the ultimate, you know, the ultimate manly sport where he's coming, shoom, shoom. But yeah, it's all happening. Yeah, Tony, yeah, my brother does BJJ. Competed in Worlds maybe 3 years ago. I think about 3 years ago. So it was, it was good. Went over there. Good on him though. Just quickly, he literally flew over, competed, flew back home to go back to work and look after his family. So he's hopefully back on the mats with his club and things like that. So yeah, I'm very interested with the 12-ounce gloves. I know it's a safety reason. 6 rounds for me is enough, so long as the rounds aren't wasted. I've seen too many matches that they just potter around like annoying sacks of shit, and they just potter, and then that rounds. And then suddenly you're like, holy crap, it's round 3 and 4 punches have been thrown. I just want to make sure that their training has been fantastic. I don't want to come on after the event and go, these 2 guys couldn't box eggs. They couldn't knock out a wank. It's going to be, yeah, very, very, very interesting to see how this match goes. I mean, everyone in the comments, you're all letting me know who's winning, who's losing. What did we think at the weigh-ins? Devon weighed 124 kilos. He looked good. I mean, he looks homeless, never does his hair, always wears his scraggly clothes. But I mean, from a body perspective, with the training and the cardio and the looking, you know, trying to stay lean and just dropping that little bit of body fat, Devon looked good. I thought he looked good. He looked healthy. And we're starting to soar into a bit of an unhealthy stage in the arm wrestling world because everyone's going to chase Levan, and it's just going to be, everyone's chasing Levan, and he's 170 kilos, so what's that, like 380 pounds or something? So I mean, Devon almost got to 300 pounds, so that was about 140 kilos, about 145 kilos, which is what Thor weighs. So it's interesting. It's good to see Devon's lost some weight after bulking for King of the Table. What time is the match, Jake? Getting a few answers. So, what time is the match? The event starts at 1 p.m. According to Core Sports, when I looked this morning, the event starts at 1 p.m. I did find a photo which said 9 p.m. UK time, which is 6 a.m. Melbourne time. So that means they're like 5 hours, 5 hours or whatever it is of boxing matches. So I think it's going to continue to change even in this next 15, 16 hours before the event starts. And make sure you big legends, you all hang out with the Aussie arm wrestler and have a chat, stick it on, have your meals, get on with your day, but keep the audio going with the Aussie arm wrestler. Fox 8 Ball, your audio is on my stream, Jake. Yeah, that's fine, man. That's cool. That's fine. Of course. Hopefully people are tuning in, my man, to your channel as well. So, alrighty. We might get back to this matchup. We might get back. One thing I want to talk about. John Brzenk is on YouTube. He's on YouTube, and within 3 days, he's at 11,000 subs. And good, and so he should. I hope it hits 50k. Look, does it hurt my channel? Of course it hurts my channel because it's another avenue for people to watch. But he just sits there at work and films himself and gives a little bit of insight. So I like it that John Brzenk is getting his rewards. He was the greatest arm wrestler. He was dominant for 25 years. 25 years! That is a very, very long time. 25 years. And, you know, went to tournaments and didn't win much and won world championships and probably didn't win that much money. Hence why he had to go to so many events and beat people. So I hope now, you know, every time you jump on a video, 5,000, 6,000 views and things like that, I like it. I think it's amazing. I think it's going to be, hopefully he works a bit more out, because at the moment he puts the camera here. So it's kind of like, hi, this is my Thor, because he films like during his smoko or during his lunch break or things like that. But yeah, go check it out. I think it's brilliant that John is on there. His last video, he was talking about something which I will address just in a minute. I'll address it in a minute. But he's spoken about a few things, but it's funny. John's like, oh, I've got the camera sideways, 10,000 views. Nah, it's awesome. Hopefully he gets monetized any minute now, which I'm sure he will with the watch time hours, because he, in my opinion, he genuinely deserves all the accolades and things like that. Alrighty, a few questions in the chat which I will get to, a bit later. Yeah, the chat is going great. Good to see everyone hanging around, but hopefully you've all subscribed. Now, just quickly before we move on back to John Brzenk, let's get the Aussie Arm Wrestler to 2,000 subs. Let's all band together, give us a chop out, tell everyone, come over and subscribe to one of the best talkers in the game. I absolutely love it, and I love you legends valving out. I'm almost there. Every other channel's getting blown up. Let's help the Aussie Arm Wrestler get blown up. I can't even leave 10 kilometres from my house. Everyone else around the world can go travel and produce better content for their channel. Tell them all. Help the Aussie Arm Wrestler out. And let's get me to 2,000. But going back to John Brzenk, this brings me into the segment comment of the week, and he ended up briefly making a video about it. Now, usually comment of the week is when some absolute pillock makes a stupid comment on my channel, but this one intrigued me, so I'm going with a comment of the week, but it's on John Brzenk's channel. John Brzenk, someone asked him on one of his videos, do you think you could beat Levan in your prime, John? And John wrote, no, because I was a natural light heavyweight. Content on my performance. It wasn't until my 40s that I started TRT and then the occasional misdose. Never had a reason to chase craziness of today. Now, if you're asking me if I'd been possible, I really have no idea. Kind of glad I was never tempted. And he made a brief video about this. So John Brzenk wins comment of the week, and it's good that he's trying to work it all out and reply back to some people. And he made a brief video because John doesn't even know when his prime was, which is quite scary because that's how dominant he was. So could a prime John Brzenk beat Levan? Who knows? And it is a discussion, and that's what's great about our sport. It's great about any sport. We can continue to have these discussions flat out, and it's going to be and this will be discussed for years, because obviously if John pulled now, it's a different John, and he's got a couple of matches coming up in October. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, even if John contemplates the idea, but I don't think he'll ever pull Levan. He might have him in a practice pull, but yeah, I mean, 170 kilo Levan at the moment, and there's talks of Levan getting bigger because Monster Michael Todd is chasing it, which I love. I love he's going to have a crack at that big son of a gun. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about John being on YouTube? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? I love it. I love it. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be interesting. Because, yeah, it's just cool, man. I'm very old-fashioned. Like, when Michael Jordan talks, I'll listen. You know, when the greats in any sport talk, you get in there and you enjoy it. So he's whipping out as many videos as he can. I think every lunch break, he whips out a video and goes bang. So hopefully, Johnny boy, hopefully we can get you on the Aussie Arm Wrestlers channel and have a bit of a laugh and a chat, because, you know, I would just love to Really ask the proper questions that everyone is getting stuck into. Now, speaking of Michael Todd, he went and competed in Orlando. IFA Worlds. IFA Worlds are currently happening, and they're, well, I'm not sure what time it is over there, but they are currently going through their tournaments. Now, the question I want to ask all you in the chat and anyone watching this video, is this a Worlds? Is this a World Championship? Do you classify it as a Worlds? I say yes. I say yes. It doesn't matter what it is. This is a separate organisation to the PAL. It's a separate organisation to the WAL. This is the IFA. And if they want to hold a tournament that's called the Worlds, then you can say you are the IFA World Champion. You could go off things like, wrestling. Wrestling has different promotions and they all have world champions. And you go around telling everyone you're a world champion. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It gives, obviously with what's going on in today's situation, what's going on in the world, people are very restricted on where they can go and they can travel. So yes, it is in Orlando, Florida, and it would be predominantly US pullers and any international pullers that live in America representing their country. I believe I saw a Bosnian win one of the divisions. Look, I don't mind it. I do not mind it being called a Worlds. I would just hold back from what I'm seeing. The event looks fantastic and they look like they are having a brilliant time. I'm not taking anything away from that. But, you big legends out there, if there are only 2 people in your division and you lose, technically you are the second best in the world. But I wouldn't be parading it around too much. I'd be like, I won my match and, I'd post my photo and IFA World Champion and things like that. But yeah, I think that hurts the legitimacy on it. Spoke to Denise on Arm TV. She was telling us all about it. And she puts in a hell of an effort to run these championships. She's been promoting for 37 years, and which is older than me. And I think she is doing a phenomenal job. And I think to have such a big event in the times that we're living now, call it a Worlds. I don't mind. What are people saying? There's WAF, PAL. There's all different types of world championships. Engen Terzi has gone on a massive rampage and just really shutting it all down, and that's fine. Actually, his Facebook channel and group is actually very, very interesting at the moment. He's just come out and gone bang. He is just throwing shade at everything, and good on him. I am enjoying this Engen Terzi, that's for sure. Some of the stuff he is saying. But what are people saying? People saying no in the chat. No, more like IFA North America, WAF only legit World Championship, Florida World Champ. Yeah, Florida World Championships without Chanshaw. Some people saying yes. Call it a World Championship. That's fine. But then I think in the arm wrestling world, as we do, we love to rank everything. We love to see what is better than the others. So for those that are saying no, what should this event have been called then? If it's not called an IFA Worlds, should it have been called an International Arm Wrestling Championship? Is it the fact that it is called Worlds? So let me know in the comments, you bloody legends. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, tell everyone what is going on. So if you don't want this one to be called a Worlds, let me know what it should be called then. I don't mind that it's called a Worlds because like I was about to say before I went on another massive tangent, that when even Zeus is putting in his 2 cents worth, he's barking, saying he thinks it's a Worlds. But yeah, then the next discussion will be, come on mate, hey, what do you reckon? Is IFA a Worlds? Oh, he's cracked it, he's going outside. So then it comes in, yeah. So then it's like, does it go WAF? Does it go PAL, WAL, IFA? Then that's a different ranking system. But there's nothing wrong with this being called a Worlds. What are people saying? WAL, PAL are respectable, but WAF is number one. Sorry, USA World Champ, who has beaten multiple country championships. Difference is who turns up. IFA Florida champion. What else? What else have we got? WADAP. To be positive, it's always great to watch some arm wrestling. Yep, Jeremiah, my man. It's like WBF in boxing. Most haven't probably heard of it, and that's a world title. Yeah, John Stone reckons it ain't worlds. Yep, some people say IFA is a world. Yeah, so boxing. We're talking about this big boxing match, and yeah, they have IBF, WBF, WBA. Yeah, they have a whole heap of world championships as well. Oh, yeah. So I actually don't mind it. And, you know, they had world-class competitors there. Michael Todd turned up. He turned up, and I think that was amazing. I think that was unreal. So, yeah, Michael Todd turned up and went bang. And he won left arm in the division he went in. I think what's happening in arm wrestling, I think we're just having too many divisions. I think there is just too many divisions. And I understand with the weight category and things like that, but it's just getting to a stage where I think we're having too many. I'm seeing a lot of posters being advertised, and half the poster is like 14, 15 divisions. And I understand that we need them, and I get it. But, yeah, it's getting... getting a bit too much in my opinion. But I've been trying to catch some of this. I've been trying to catch some of the IFA Worlds. Has anyone in the comments been watching any of it? Is there anyone out there that's a standout when it comes to the IFA Worlds? Is there anyone out there that has just gone, oh, wow, that person looks fantastic. That was an awesome match. That person should have won but didn't. Because I know they're going for like 2 or 3 days, which is fantastic. You know, they've even got juniors. You know, for the juniors, I think they can say that they're world champions. Yeah, good on them. For the young tuckers, the young boys and girls in there that go bang. Now let me know all about that before we move on to the next topic. Yeah. Boxing, it's notable. WBA, BC, BO, IBF, and trust me, that's just a shambles. Yeah, but at the moment, yeah, I definitely agree. Oh, of course, we would all love arm wrestling to be under the one umbrella, like the Olympics, you know, like the World Cup and of any sport. You know, I think they have World Cups as well. There's another one to call yourself a world champion, you know, have the World Cup. So, yeah, of course we would all love for it all to be under one banner. But at this stage, with not much arm wrestling going on, yeah, of course with different federations, it's going to be limited because PAL are under contract. WAL used to be under contract. So, WAF do their own thing, and I think that helps a qualification system. So yeah, and of course the thing that hurts arm wrestling the most, is there's no money. There's no money for us to travel and get to Worlds. A lot of people are screaming out for sponsorships and things like that, which is great that people can actually become a sponsored athlete. The Aussie Arm Wrestler tries to sponsor athletes with the little to no money this channel makes, but I'm always trying to help people. Yeah, cool if I can throw it over and get you there. Just having a quick look at the comments. Yeah. Oh, look, I would love a World Cup and things like that. A World Cup of arm wrestling, a Champions League of arm wrestling, an Olympics of arm wrestling. I would love it all. I would incorporate it. But yeah, with no money, it is very hard for us to determine who officially number one in the world is. Because you need the money, you need to travel, You'll have to go to Middle Europe. You'll have to go to North America. And for us Australians, we live on the other side of the world. Like any country, we have some really good up-and-coming talent here that we would love to throw on an international stage. Would love it. Would absolutely love it. But unfortunately, we just can't. And like many other countries, they just can't. I mean, you look at people in North America. I mean, that country is big enough as it is. So from people, say, in LA wanting to pull in New York, or vice versa, to go across just that country alone. It's the same here in Australia. For me in Melbourne to go to Perth or to go to Queensland, I mean, it's expensive. It costs money. And then to maybe place 9th or 3rd, whatever. That's just the way it is. Everyone's going nuts. All right. Well, we just put a stop on the worlds because we want to go back and continue to have a chat. Every week we do a pin one, lose one, get rid of one. And today I was having a bit of fun with it and I've gone a different avenue. So ladies and gentlemen, pin one, lose one, get rid of one. Of video game characters this week. Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog, or Pikachu. There are your 3 options. You get to pin one, lose one, get rid of one. Right. How are the Aussie arm wrestlers going to go about it? I am losing out of respect to my man Mario. I mean, that guy is a plumber, so his hands and forearms will be strong from all that plunging. The guy's cardio is off the chain because he's continuing to run. He runs up a lot of stairs and can jump like there's no tomorrow. The guy punches bricks. He punches bricks. So he takes it. He's going to have a strong hand that even I won't be able to pull through. So I'm bowing down to the great Mario. Mario. His brother Luigi, weak as piss. I am pinning Pikachu because I think he'll just have lightning going right through me and I've just got to get on top of that and pin him and go bang. And I'm getting rid of Sonic because growing up it was Nintendo versus Sega or Sega, wherever you're from, whatever it's called. And I was a Nintendo man, so I don't like Sega. So Sonic, you are gone. Let me know in the comments. Pin one, lose one, get rid of one. People are saying they're pinning Mario. Sonic's hit is too fast. Mario, Sonic, Pikachu. Tony says he's pinning Mario, losing the Sonic and getting rid of Pikachu. Yeah. So what do you think of those ones? What do you think of those ones, you big legends? I'll lose to Pikachu. That wee bugger shoots electricity. I hate that. Absolutely he shoots electricity, but I think I'll be able to pin him. I think I'd just be able to hold that initial hit and the lightning would come through and then I reply with a ready bang! With a ready bang. So let me know, everyone, what's going on there. Everyone's pinning. Mario's the GOAT of gaming, so win against the GOAT is awesome. They're pinning Mario. Think about that speed in the hit from Sonic, though. Oh, it'll be quick, but speed kills. And I think it will kill Sonic because once you stop it, that's it. He fumbles everywhere. He loses all of his coins. He gets illusion. So for Sonic, you are gone, my man. Get rid of it. Mario can shoot fire. He can fly. But for me, what won it for me is he punches bricks. He jumps up and he punches bricks. That's pretty powerful. If you were turning up to a tournament and you saw someone out the front punching bricks and then you came up to the table and you were like, holy crap. Even people that are bricklayers that don't even punch bricks, they just lay bricks, have super strong hands. And now you're going to have this one, madness. Absolute madness. I'll leave that up there for a moment. Now, interesting video. I haven't got a picture for it, but an interesting video I came across was the Monster Michael Todd. The Monster Michael Todd wants to get to 310 pounds and he wants to take on, Levan? His name changes every day. So the monster Michael Todd is going to, climb up and get bigger. Now, he was quite big, thick and juicy, and I mean juicy just in a fun way. You know, I was thinking of Sir Mix-a-Lot, get those juicy bubbles. Michael Todd, he can get there. He's a very determined individual. So him getting to 310 pounds and getting there an arm wrestling strength way, for me, is not the issue. It's chasing greatness in any sport is so damaging to your health. And that's the only thing I'm worried about. These guys wanting to take down the big ox that is Levan. So of course I wish Monster Michael Todd all the best. And I think he'll just be fantastic in getting there. It's going to be unreal. And I can't wait for that matchup. Now, is that the King of the Table 2 matchup? Is it going to be Devon Levan, or is it going to be Monster Michael Todd and Levan? That's going to be the interesting take. Pikachu has to be RVJ. I'm sure that Pika talk is swearing. He seems to be calmed down, RVJ. Mario, Sonic Pikachu, or Arm Wrestlers Mario is the Brzenk. Yeah. So, going back to the monster, I rate it, and he's going to really try. And of course, he's not dumb. He's not dumb. So he would have learnt a lot from the trouncing he copped with Devon at King of the Table. So it'll be interesting to see the way he goes about it this time, you know, whilst he's putting on the weight and training. So he's just going back to the grind, which I'm very excited to see. And his channel's building, which I'm very happy for, because he's a great dude. He's been nothing but nice to me. We've got a pretty cool podcast together. Go back to the archives and watch the Aussie Arm Wrestlers podcast. The interesting thing was, it was scheduled for 2:30 in the morning. I woke up a little bit early, 2:30 in the morning my time. I woke up a little bit early because I know how busy he is, and I've had a message from him at 1:30 in the morning saying we need to do it now because I'm going to be a bit busy later. So so it's funny. I quickly run downstairs, set everything up, call him, and it's funny, like just going back and watching that podcast. It's like trying to wake up while he's answered the call, trying to have a beer and things like that, going bang. So it's going to be amazing. Does what I want to know in the chat from you Dead Set Legends, does Monster Michael Todd stand a chance? If Monster Michael Todd gets to 310 clicks, does he stand a chance? Now, what's that? 150? About 150 pounds, roughly. Does he stand a chance? That's a big head. Like, that's a lot of weight in his beard. But does Monster Michael Todd stand a chance? Let me know into the comment. Good to see people. Yeah, good to see. I hope everyone's liking the video and enjoying the live stream at the moment. But let me know. Does Monster Michael Todd stand a chance against the big Levan? And also I want to know, does Monster Michael, I know people have a respect thing and you can't just go straight for the top and you've got to, work your way up. So does Monster Michael Todd have to have the rematch with Devon and then pull? Does Monster Michael Todd get the loser out of Devon and Levan when they pull? How do you think this system works? Does Monster Michael Todd have to pull someone first? Does he have to pull a Vitali? Does he have to pull a Dave Chafee, a Jerry Caderet, Krasmir? I don't know. Does he have to pull someone like that and then have a crack? Let me know. I must admit, I lost a little respect for the monster when he got COVID. Suffered but did not speak against the anti-mask. Still watch his video. We won't get into that, but that's your opinion, my man. That's fine. Levan going to heal Monster Todd's calcified elbow. I want to see the Aussie arm wrestler at a gun range. I will be louder than the gun. Get me a shotgun. Hey! You got nothing to worry about there. But yeah, let me know, guys. Monster Michael Todd, does he have to go through a qualifying system? Monster Michael Todd, is he allowed to shoot straight for the stars, and pull Devon? Does Monster Michael Todd have to have a rematch and pin Devon? I don't care how he does it. In my opinion, Monster Michael Todd can pull whoever he wants. Of course, if the other person agrees and goes, good, got 10 grand here, let's meet in November. Bang, we are on. Love it. I'm a huge fan of it all. So, yeah, what do you guys think? So I'm very interested in that. Also, get some questions going. In the comments. I forgot. I was going to answer a few earlier on, but I forgot. Just quickly, what's coming up on the Aussie Arm Wrestlers channel? Of course, I do a watch party with every big event. I've got a watch party. Of course, I'm having a watch party / commentary. That's what I do. That's what I want to do. I love it. For some reason, I absolutely love it, and a sucker for punishment. After this fight, of course, I'm going to produce videos of, what's happened and what happens next and blah, blah, blah. What's next for all those guys. Then I'm putting all my focus into Arm Wars. Arm Wars is the next big event. I'm going to give you all the matchups. I'm going to give you all the tips and tricks of who is winning, where to put your money on, and, some fun, short, interesting videos on that one. So don't forget to check out all of those. Let me go into the comments. If Monster Michael Todd can train and cut down, he could do it. They need to let him go below the table. Yep, so go back to his King's move. Devon and Todd should happen no matter what, since they were going to. Yeah, I think it should happen. I think Devon wants to pull all the top American guys. Yeah, I think Devon just wants to have a pure dominance on the world. He wants to pin them all. I think he's gone out on record and said he wants to pin every single son of a gun out there so he can just really shut down the conversation that no one in North America can even come close to Devon. So he just wants to take on anyone and everyone. And good on him for doing it. And good on anyone that wants to sit on the other side of the table against Devon and have an absolute crack. So I am excited for that. I think a lot of guys would have a crack at Mike. Yeah, of course. He's a superstar. Tony Goodman, Jep Goodman, with a super chat. Grab a beer, Jake. Much appreciation for you and your channel. Thank you, my man. It is 8:48 a.m. here. Appreciate all your support that you do, my man. Thank you so much. I'm very tempted to save the beers for the Devon boxing match, which will be 6 a.m. I tell you what, next Saturday morning, you've got no idea, I will be having beers on the live stream, because next Saturday morning is one of Aussie Arm Wrestlers' favourite days of the year. We have a game over here called Aussie Rules Footy. Aussie Rules Footy. And it is the grand final day. It's like the NFL Super Bowl or the World Cup final and things like that. And I get on the beers early and just do a big mammoth day. It's one of my favourite days of the year, even if my team isn't playing in it this year. So Aussie Arm Wrestle will be having a beer during the live stream next Saturday. So don't you worry about that. But thank you so much for the super chat. Guys, any super chats, money just goes straight back into the channel. Southwest Arm Wrestler says, Jake, Bowen versus Adair prediction. Well, of course, I'm going to make a video about that closer to. I'm going to have both of them on the channel to discuss it. They're all having a bit of fun at the moment. Got to pull both of them at Ryan Bowen's wedding earlier in the year. They both look, feel mega. They both look and feel phenomenal. I like the way both men go about it. If I'm going to lean one side, doesn't mean it's my final prediction. If I'm going to lean on one side at the moment, it would be blue. Just. For me, at this stage, not giving too much away, but for me, at this stage, just the intellect, living and breathing it all. The way he's going about it, his last few super matches, yeah, he's just looked phenomenal. As much as the internet world hates it, Ryan is only getting better. Not saying, I mean, Lockie is so strong. I mean, anyone that follows him, I've had some chats with him, but anyone that follows him, you can just see how strong that big son of a gun is. He's just unbelievable. So, strength plays a lot in the arm wrestling, but is Ryan going to match him in the strength department? Obviously not as strong as Lockie, but Ryan will just study, he'll be like Matt Damon in A Beautiful Mind. No, in Good Will Hunting, and just see the equation and be able to solve it. Not a problem. Or Russell Crowe in A Beautiful Mind. He'll just look at the board and go, that's how I think. That's how I think he's going to be pinned. So, you guys let me know, what's your early crow? What's your early tip? Where are you going to punt your money on when it comes to Ryan and Lockie? Let me know in the chat. What have we got? I think Bowen will win for some reason. Feel like he knows something. Mind games from Bowen. I feel like he wins. Believe in Ryan. What have we got? Yeah, could be. Yeah, Bowen, I think, takes it. Like Jake's, he does live and breathe it. Yeah, so I am big on that. For me, studying the sport can really help. It can really help. It can move forward. I enjoy it. I think it's going to be a great match. There is so much happening in the arm wrestling world. We've got the Devon and Thor boxing match, and that's great. It'd be good to see where Devon goes next. He's done so much for the arm wrestling community. I've got no problem with him. Not so much stepping away, but taking on these other avenues for the big payday that he deserves. Arm Wars is coming up, which is going to be unreal. That card is unbelievably stacked, and I'm going to go through each and every bit, step by step, and go from there. Then we've got John Brzenk is having 2 matches. He's got in October. He's got the Dimitri matchup. Then he's got Paul Lynn. He's going to take on Paul Lynn. So those 2 matchups, right. Is John Brzenk, let me know. Is John Brzenk winning both matches? Is he losing both matches? Is he going 1 win, 1 loss? Let me know in the comments now. I'm very excited, and they're all happening at the start of October. Then you've got King of the Table coming up. And I like all these, I've been trying to get a bit more involved in Discord. I've been trying to get a bit more in discussion pages on Reddit and all the Facebooks. And I'm getting really interested in a lot of local tournaments and things like that, just to see up-and-comers, just to see who's someone that we could pluck and things like that. I am so excited for those sorts of tournaments. So I'm trying to get a bit involved, but as we all know, there's only 24 hours in a day, and there's only so much arm wrestling I can do without taking too much time away from Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. I've been able to get involved a lot more lately, which has been fantastic. A lot of people. What have we got? The Ginger Smurf. Oh yeah, there's that just reminds me. Toddzilla versus Corey West. Hopefully Toddzilla's going to come back on the show soon. Toddzilla versus Corey West is a huge matchup that is coming up. I think it's Justin Bishop and Bill Lodgston coming up. That's also another so much awesome arm wrestling coming up. How can you not be excited? We're in a very good position here in our sport, and all of these matches go. And the good thing, the one thing I'm really enjoying at the moment. All right, stop. Talk, and then move on to the next thing. All these exciting matchups are brilliant, and I love that we're getting to see them live. In the last month, I've called John Brzenk live. Last 2 months, I've called John Brzenk live, and I've called Levan live. And for me, that's amazing. I absolutely love that. I mean, so many matchups. You've got the more top 8 matches. I mean, Hermes will be pulling soon. Rustam Babayev will be pulling soon. Hopefully this week, now that Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler is on holidays, we've got an idea for a short video. So hopefully that'll be a fun guest on the show, Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. And we've got a little fun idea for a quick 4 or 5 minute video, which we hope you guys will enjoy. Alrighty, people can't wait for Arm Wars. Yeah, Giannis Amelin's pulling again. Stud. He's beautiful. Brzenk beats them both 3-0. Giannis and who in the final at Battleground? Then yeah, Mindigus versus Tom Holland. Tom Holland being a regular on the show. He's an absolute legend. Zeus, who's winning? Tom Holland or Mindigus? Nah, he's buggered off back upstairs. So yeah, that's something I'll need to watch a bit more of. They're both studs. I think at this stage, Tom Holland. I think it'll be a rematch of WAL, but has anyone seen how thick Jeff Hale looks? I'm going to try and get Jeff Hale back on the show. He's been on a few times. He's been very helpful. I mean, a lot of the pulls have been unreal for the Aussie arm wrestler. But yeah, that 4-way battle has been one of the hardest things I ever have to choose. I mean, there's Ryan Espy, Alex Kadecha, super match going on, which I'm keen for. There's Vlad the Destroyer and Bozadier, Semenov. There's RVJ versus Sasho. Mate, that card is genuinely stacked. And I'm going to, I am going to be busy on the content, just dissecting everything Arm Wars. You'll never believe it. Tom said I can come practice anytime. Yeah, Tom Holland's great. Tom Holland is great. What have we got? Yeah, Tom looking strong. Put it this way, Tom, best win. I think on the left hand, Tom's beaten Mindigus. I think, yeah, but that's left arm, and we all know Aussie arm wrestler loves the left arm. But yeah, very, very interesting stuff going on. Yeah, just trying to think. Right, what have we got? We're 56 minutes in, so any minute now, I will wrap it up. So if you want to get some super chats in and support the channel, cool. If you want to get some If you want to get some questions in, I'll answer a few Q&A questions now to have a chat, and we'll get it going. Thank you for everyone that's liking and watching. Let's have a look at the poll. According to the poll, let's have a look. 70 votes, 69% are saying Devon wins this one, yeah, because we're all arm wrestlers and things like that. So that's cool. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, anyone got any questions? We've almost been going an hour. I mean, I could talk for hours, but I want you all to come back when the Aussie arm wrestler comes on for a chat and a laugh. And yeah, we'll talk about, what do we talk about? The big match. What have we got? Not a waste, Tony. You'll love it. They're always great supporting the crew. Yeah. I love it. There's so much going to happen on the Aussie Arm Wrestlers channel. There's so much happening in the arm wrestling world. There's just, there is just so much. So much. I thought the King of California event was good. I think the IFA worlds that are happening now, I think that by the looks of it, it's being run fantastic. So I haven't been able to get on today and have a look. You guys, you guys are awesome. And I think you guys are unbelievable. You're a star, Tony. You're a star. You're a Patreon supporter. You've done 2 super chats, and you're always around when the Aussie Arm Wrestler comes on the show. So I do appreciate it, my man. I do appreciate it. It does help. It all just goes back into the channel. I just can't wait, whether it's sponsoring or I just love it. Thank you very much. The quality is so awesome. Aussie Arm Wrestler shirts and hat. I've got both in really high quality. Oh, thanks, my man. I think I've got one hat left. And I've got some shirts and singlets left. One hat. Really appreciate that, guys. Final tip, guys. Final tip. Is Devon going to knock out Thor, or is Thor dropping the hammer? Well, it's not your final tip, because we'll have a chat about it when you come on the live stream. So, we've just hit the hour mark. Or just about. So we will wrap it up there. You dead set legends, guys. The Aussie Arm Wrestler just appreciates it. There's so much arm wrestling content out there, and I love it that you guys choose to spend an hour with the Aussie Arm Wrestler, shoot the shit, hear a ready bang. No, all the shirts are just the black ones. I just ordered bulk on those ones just to see if the community would buy any because, yeah, and a lot of you have. So they've almost, hopefully once they're close to selling out, which we're kind of there, about 40% left, then I'm thinking I might bring out more. But, yeah, the merch game is very hard when you live in Australia because the shirt and hats and everything is cheap. It's the shipping. It's the shipping that kills me. So, yeah, you know, it costs maybe, like, I might sell a bundle cheap, but then it's like $30 or even more just to send it. It's madness at the moment. Okay, Tony, you'll take the last app, but you'll have to sign it. Done. Okay. Jeremiah, when does the live stream start? Jeremiah, which live stream? This live stream or the Devon and Thor one? Let me know. Which one are you talking about? I'll get another one soon. And is that another shirt, Fox? Are you talking about another shirt? Because I think there's only one hat left. And by the looks of it, Tony's taken that one. But yeah, Jeremiah, when does the live stream start? Let me know which live stream you are talking about. And also, Fox, Johnny, let me know what you're talking about also. My stream. So I go 8 a.m. every Saturday morning. I'm choosing that time slot. Might not be the best time slot, but it's a time slot. I go 8 a.m. every Saturday morning, Australian time. The Devon versus Thor, it'll be 1 a.m. my time. I'll be going live. And yeah, I'll probably stay on the whole 5 hours. So I might see if people, want to come on and whatnot. So, yeah. So, my live stream, 8 a.m. every Saturday morning. The Devon versus Thor, 1 a.m. So, within 20 hours. I'll be live in 20 hours. It's 9 a.m. here. 9 a.m. here. Oh, probably less than 20 hours. But yeah, I'll wrap it up there. Yep, I'll speak to you soon, Tony. My Swansea mate, Rob, thank you. Good night to you guys. Guys, just thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for everything you guys do for the Aussie Arm Wrestler channel. You guys are just genuine legends. And you all know that. Come back for the Devon versus Thor live stream. I love you all. I love you all. And of course, ready, bang!